Hey everybody, it's Ron with Nine Fingers Trucking, and I have I guess something pretty serious to talk to you guys about today, and that's safety on the road. And not while you're driving, but while you're parked, while you're checking out your truck, while you're doing things. Some of you may have seen a Florida guy got killed in South Carolina while he was working on his truck. He was working on the front of his truck up on a ladder. It's a Hotshot guy, and I don't have all the details, but a semi truck was turning, probably pulling in next to him, whatever, completely missed his turn, pinned the guy between the semi and the front of his truck and crushed him to death. And how I found about this is that driver uses the same dispatcher that I do, Vicky out there, that I get some of my loads from. It was one of her guys, and just devastating for her. So I want to talk about parking lot safety and working on your stuff. I told Vicky that this is something that probably would never happen to me, and I don't mean to sound like a total asshole. Okay, sorry YouTube, but I don't mean to sound like an asshole here. But the reason it wouldn't happen to me is twofold. Number one, I'm old. Okay, I'm 50. I've seen so much shit that I don't trust people around me. Okay, I've seen people get crushed, been in the buildings when I come back from lunch and there's fire trucks and ambulances and stuff. I worked as a mechanic in the industrial maintenance field, so conveyor systems, forklifts, boom lifts. And when you're working in warehouses, you absolutely do not trust anybody on a forklift. So if you hear or see anybody coming to you, you're always aware of it. But most guys, they're not like that, or you're not thinking I'm going to get crushed. So I apologize for I don't want to sound like an ass. So when you're in the parking lot, a lot of times we're working on our trailer. Okay, we're way back here, we're working on the trailer, and we're coming in. And if you're laying underneath and you know your legs are sticking out, you know, out here, something like this, while you're working underneath, you know, doing your brakes or something along those lines, a semi pulling in next to you, you're not going to hear. And those trailers back in, if you haven't noticed, super quietly. You cannot hear a semi coming at you when the nose is 60 feet away, and that's where the engine is, especially in a loud parking lot or something. So I'm just, I guess, just throwing it out there. When you are working on your trailer, take up 2 spaces. You know, if you're going to be on the driver's side, go to the back of the lot, something like that. Turn your truck a little bit sideways so somebody cannot back in on you. Okay, putting up cones, things like that, for the most part, that's useless. Okay, trucks will drive over cones, you know, like nothing. But having them drive through your vehicle to get to you, they probably won't. And if they do, at least they're hitting the truck, they're not hitting you. So I don't know if this is going to help anybody, but just don't take your safety for granted. You know, that's all I can really say. Don't take your safety for granted. The only person responsible for your safety when you're out on the road, when you're working on your stuff, whatever, the only person is you. You are ultimately responsible, just like for your business, just like for anything else. But I mean, it's a life and death situation here, and unfortunately this guy, I believe he was 29, left behind wife and I believe kids. Vicky told me everything, and I'm kind of spinning. It's insane that it happened. So just be safe out there. Watch for other people, help each other out, and just, you know, nothing in this business is worth your life. So that's it. I'll talk to you guys again. I've got things coming up, and that's it. Just be safe. Thanks, guys.